Okay, Rowan, first of all, let's start off like we always start off. How's the training camp going?
The training camp's always getting better and better and better. Peter's always upping the level. He's always trying to take us to the next level. So this has been my hardest training camp to date. So it's been a good one.
Sure. Coming off that strong performance against Alex, talk to us about that fight.
He was a very strong man. When I was in there with him, you could actually feel his strength. So it was quite a good fight, a good experience fight. He came to fight, and I enjoyed it. You learn from every fight, but I really learned a lot from that fight.
Next is Yanga Patani. What threats do you think he brings to this fight?
I think he's a bit of a taller, wiry guy. I think that's going to be his advantage.
You've moved obviously to IBO All African Championship level. Being an African champion, does it prove that the hard work is paying off?
Yes, but us boxers, we all have big dreams and big achievements and goals we would like to achieve. So it's a step onto the right path. That's the greatest thing.
Patani's losses have all come by way of stoppages. Is that sort of the championship mentality you're going into this fight with?
I didn't
stop him as well.
I didn't know that, so that's quite. I really wanted the knockout prior to hearing that. So now you've just fueled my desire for a knockout even more.
Another thing I wanted to mention is that every time Patani's fought for a title, he's never won a title before. He's won every other fight that wasn't a title. Every time he stepped up to a title level, so that level that you need to, the 12 rounders, he's lost. How would you assess his mental state knowing that?
You can't judge that. All fighters are really good fighters. When you step into the ring with whoever it is, you can't underestimate a single person. And, you have to look at them as a threat, everything, So you can't underestimate an opponent, basically.
Have you ever been guilty in the past of thinking, I'm above this guy? Have you ever?
It happened to me in my earlier fights, like my first two fights. Thought, hey, I'm training hard. I'm training a lot harder than these guys, and that ring humbles you. It humbles you a lot.
Win this, and you're obviously moving further up the ladder. Do you want the big fights now, or are you still keen to learn?
I follow whatever Peter Smith says. Peter's an amazing coach and manager. So whatever Peter says we're doing. Basically, that's a question for coach.
Do you and Peter sit down and talk about your future, or do you literally just take it one step at a time, just camp by camp, or do you have a sort of a vision that you guys have set together, or is it literally just one step after another?
No, Peter's very good at what he does. So there's always a plan, there's always a procedure. He doesn't like us telling people what his plan and procedure and strategies are. So trust me, Peter's a very smart man.
Yeah. So Peter's the only person you've ever trained with, correct?
I went to amateur gyms.
Yeah.
I went to quite a few amateur gyms to try and get amateur fights. But I've always just clicked with Peter. Loved his style. I personally think he's the best trainer, not only in South Africa but in the world. Peter's really amazing. You have to be with him. His training's insane.
Obviously, knowing that you're in a good camp, you're with a good promoter. How comfortable do you feel with your future is in terms of this year, beyond that? Are your route to becoming essentially a world champion, like every boxer dreams? How confident are you in your team, that being the promoter and your trainer and everyone that's just involved in your journey? How confident are you in that?
Wow, we've got an amazing team. Promoter Rodney Berman is an amazing man in boxing. He's done exceptional things. Promoted, I don't even know his CV. I don't even want to say anything. His record is unbelievable. And Peter, I have all my faith and trust in. We've been together for years now. It's more than just a coach-client sort of basis or boxing basis. It's like family. But in saying that, boxing's a very tough game. Boxing's a hard game if you're not working. So it doesn't matter about the team or anything. If you're not putting in that hard graft, you can have the best team in the world. You must be working.
I'll catch you a bit off guard with this question. How long until you want to become a world champion? Realistically.
Jeez, that's proper caught me off guard, because I've always told myself I really want to do well 28. Like that's
How old are you now?
3 years, 25.
Okay.
So I check a lot of we all watching boxers. Mayweather did really well in his early 30s, like late 20s. Conor McGregor 27, 28. Anthony Joshua, I think also 27, 28. The big money makers, they seem to be around the 28 to 30, 27 to 30 range. So I've always told myself I would like to start pumping at 28. 3 more years, I'm pumping it.
Your prediction for this coming fight, what is it?
Well, after what you just told me, I'm knocking him out. No, that's joking. But I really did want the stoppage this fight. I felt there was just a click in my progress. Sometimes you progress a little, then you hit that milestone, which was like quite a big jump. I feel like I hit that, which is quite amazing. And I think I have to give credit to my last fight and this training camp.
And then, of course, finishing off with your message for your opponents and your message for people back home watching you and people that will come support you.
Firstly, the supporters that come out from everywhere to come and watch me, my close friends, family, everyone, thank you so much for getting behind me. It really means a lot seeing you guys there, hearing your voices, shouting when I'm in the ring, and all the kind messages you send me. And to my opponent, Yanga, best of luck for the 10th of May. You're going to need it.